Hey there! So, have you ever worried that you might sound a little rude when you ask for things in English? Well, you're not alone. Today, we're gonna crack the code on how to be super polite, and trust me, there's a secret to it.
Okay, just look at these two sentences. On one side, you've got, "Give me that paper." And on the other, "Could you pass me that paper?" I mean, they're both asking for the paper, right? But wow, they feel worlds apart. One's a harsh command, the other is, a nice, gentle request.
And that's the big question, isn't it? Why is one so rude and the other so polite? It's not just random. There's actually a hidden social rule going on here. And today, we're going to pull back the curtain and show you exactly what it is.
All right, so here it is. The secret to all of this, it comes down to one simple idea, and it's called face. Yep, I know, it sounds a little weird, but stick with me, because once you get this, it's going to be a total game changer for your English. So what on earth is face? Well, think of it this way. Your face is your public self-image. It's how you see yourself and how you want others to see you. It's your social reputation, your feeling of pride and, being respected by others. Let's make it even simpler. Just think of face as your social respect. Everybody has one, and we're all trying to protect our own, right? We don't want to feel embarrassed or disrespected, and really, that's what politeness is all about, protecting that social respect for you and for the other person. Okay, so this whole idea of protecting face leads to two basic moves in any conversation. You can think of it like an attack versus a defense. You can either threaten someone's face or you can save it. Let's break down what that means.
The attack move? We call that a face-threatening act. And it's pretty much what it sounds like. It's anything you say that could, threaten someone's self-image. It might make them feel disrespected, a little small, or like you're bossing them around.
And boom, let's go right back to our first example. Give me that paper. That is a classic textbook face-threatening act. Why? Because a direct command like that says, I have power over you, and that can really threaten someone's feeling of independence and self-respect.
So if that's the attack, what's the defense? That's what we call a face-saving act. This is how you soften what you're saying. It's how you show the other person, hey, I see you, I respect you, and I don't want to step on your toes. It's all about reducing that threat.
And our polite example, could you pass me that paper? That's a perfect face-saving act. See what's happening? By turning it into a question, you're giving them a choice. You're not ordering them, you're asking if they're willing and able to help. And that simple change, it saves their face. So let's just put it all together. A direct command that threatens face and it feels rude. An indirect request that saves face and it feels polite. So the big takeaway here is that being indirect isn't about being weak. It's actually the secret weapon for being polite in English. Okay, enough with the theory, right? How does this actually work in real life? Let's get practical and look at some everyday examples so you can literally start using this stuff today.
Picture this. You're at a cafe. If you walk up and say, I want a coffee, it's just a little too direct, It's a tiny face-threatening act. But if you say, I'd like a coffee, please, or even better, could I have a coffee? It's so much softer. It's respectful. It saves face.
What about at the office? Send me the report. That can sound really bossy. But what if you say, could you send me the report when you have a moment? See? By adding those little phrases, could you and when you have a moment, you're showing respect for their time. That's a perfect face-saving move.
And what if you need a hand with something? Just saying, help me with this, kind of puts the other person on the spot. A much, much more polite way is something like, I was wondering if you could help me with this. It's so indirect and gentle. And here's the best part. It gives them an easy way to say no if they're swamped. And that protects everyone's face. Okay, you've seen the theory, you've seen the examples. I think you're ready. How about a quick mini test to see how you're doing? Don't stress, it's just for fun.
All right, question number 1. Which of these is the polite, face-saving one? Is it A, close the window, or is it B, would you mind closing the window? I'll give you a second.
And the answer is B, of course. Would you mind is just such a fantastic and polite way to ask something. It's a perfect face-saving phrase. If you got that, awesome job. Okay, next one. Here's a direct command for you. Turn down the music. So my question is, how could you say this in a more polite, face-saving way? What could you do to soften that? And here is one great way to do it. Could you please turn the music down a little? Did you see what happened there? Adding could you please in that little phrase, a little, it totally changes the vibe.
It goes from a rude command to a really nice request.
Okay, so let's do a super quick recap. 3 things to remember. 1, face is someone's social self-image, and you always want to protect it. 2, direct commands are a big threat to face and sound rude. And 3, indirect requests are the solution. They save face and make you sound incredibly polite. And there you have it. You now know the real secret to being polite in English. It's all about saving face. So I have a question for you. Where are you going to try this out first? When you're ordering coffee, talking to a coworker? Give it some thought, because putting this into practice is going to make a massive difference. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today.